Would you like to learn a step-by-step way to build a supplier communication system that actually works? One that cuts late night firefighting, stops revision mix-ups, and build trust across the time zones. Hello, I am Rahul Agarwal, Managing Director at Prestech Forgings and Engineering Private Limited. I work with global teams every day, and I have seen good engineers and buyers fail not because of capability but because the communication system was broken. If you manage sourcing in automotive, agri-machinery or machining, you live with pressure, tight PPAP lines, cost targets, and the fear of a line stoppage. A small misread on a drawing, a late night response on a deviation, or a missing certificate can trigger air freight, quality holds, customer escalations, and sleepless nights. And with teams spread across the US, Europe, and India, the time zone gap makes one unclear message feel like a 3-day delay. The stake is not just money, it is your credibility with your plant, your customer, and your leadership. Let me paint a scene. Many of us may be already knowing it. An RFQ starts on an email. 7 people are there in the CC. Copy. Someone shares drawing revision B. A week later, engineering issues revision C. But the subject line still says revision B. Supplier downloads the old file. Tooling is made. First part arrives. Now the quality flags wrong chamfer and heat treatment. Now everyone is searching email history, forwarding screenshots of WhatsApp messages, and asking who approved this. The root causes are usually simple. Too many channels of communication: email, WhatsApp, Teams meeting, phone, specifications then scatter. No single source of truth. Files live in inboxes, not in one place. Roles are unclear: who approves the deviations, who answers by when. No shared definition of good measurement method or the sample size, packaging, and just left to guesswork. Silence equals consent. If no one replies, work proceeds on assumptions. The emotional cost is real. Frustration, blame, and a slow loss of trust. People start CCing in the emails more and saying less. That's the slippery rope. Here is the truth many teams ignore. Communication is not a set of tools. It is a process you design. Fewer channels beat more tools. One place for specification and one tracker for actions will outperform 5 applications. Clarity beats speed. A clear, boring template saves weeks of rework. Decide what is good before you start. In my experience, most quality escapes trace back to mismatch definitions, not manufacturing capabilities. Rhythms removes surprises. Fixed, short, focused routines prevent dramas. APQP and PPAP already nudge us towards this discipline. SMEs can get the same rigor with simple habits and no expensive software needed. Use this CLEAR, that is Clear Loop Framework. It is simple and it works. C stands for Common Language and Codes. Log the part numbers, revision numbers, units, and special characteristics. Put them on every document title and email subject. Use a one-page specification checklist for material grade, heat treatment, tolerance scheme, surface finish, testing, packaging, lab certifications. Now the second point, L. L stands for lean channels. Choose only 2 channels. A shared folder as a single source of truth for specifications and one action tracker, sheet or any tool for task and decision making. Do not share specifications on WhatsApp. Use WhatsApp only for heads up or meeting nudges. Third one is E. E means explicit roles and SLAs. One SPOC is single point of contact on each side for commercial, engineering and quality. Response time norms, 24 hours for clarifications and 48 hours for deviation decisions, 72 hours for red flags. Define the escalation ladder and time windows across the time zones. The fourth one is A. A. Aligned acceptance criteria. Agree first article plan before the start. Sample size, measurement method, GR&R if needed, gauge or fixed details, photos required, packaging methods, labels, traceability, and what pass looks like. The fifth one is R, rhythm. Weekly 30-minute stand-up, 3 numbers, just 3 numbers to discuss. O2D is auto to delivery, PPM and open actions. Top 5 risk decision needed. Next actions with 3 week and 1 hour. 1H, 3W, 1H. Who, what, when and how. Monthly 45-minute review for trends and improvements. And now the loop. L, log. Keep a live change and decision log with date, owner, revision and impact. Observe. Use visual evidence. Annotate photos, short video clips, measurement snapshots, pictures, cut language barriers. O, own. One owner per action. No joint ownership. If it is everyone's job, then it is no one's job. P, prevent. After action, review for every deviation or expedite. Update the checklist so the same issue never repeats. 2 simple templates to start this week. Supplier brief, 1 page. Part, revision, criticals, acceptance criteria, milestone, contacts, escalation. Second one is action register. IDs, action, owner, due date, status. Status may be in the form of red, amber, green. Date, closed, link to evidence. A mid-size agri-equipment company in Europe was sourcing forged and machine parts from India. They faced repeated confusion over revisions and heat treatment specifications. Expedites were common, trust was very low. Then they implemented the clear loop, 2 channels only, a specification checklist before the purchase order, a weekly 30-minute call with 3 number dashboard, a live change log, WhatsApp only for nudges, never for specification. Within 8 weeks, first article approvals became predictable. There were 0 wrong revision incidents. Open actions dropped by half. They cut expedites to near 0 for the next quarter. Nothing fancy, just clarity, rhythm and ownership. The big idea, communication is your most powerful process. When you design it, you reduce the risk. You speed up the approvals and you protect trust. If you remember only one thing, remember this. Choose 2 channels, define acceptance criteria upfront, and keep a living change log. You will feel the stress drop. Ask yourself, what is the one clear handoff in your supplier communication today that creates the most chaos, and how will you redesign it using clear loop? I would love to hear from you. Which habit from clear loop will you start this week? Or what's one silent risk you have faced in supplier communication that others should watch out for? Thank you for watching. See you in my next video.